Okay, so today we're going to go through a quick intro to ICD-10 and then a follow-up video to show you the new features for ICD-10 coding and how Allegiance MD will help you make this transition as easy as possible. ICD-10 is very similar to ICD-9 as far as the lookup and basic guideline information. It is just a matter of getting familiar with the new ICD-10 code set. Don't let anyone scare you about ICD-10. We made ICD-10 implementation very simple for you. Even though ICD-10 is much larger than ICD-9, we're going to explain why that is and how we're going to help you make this transformation as painless as possible. All you have to do with ICD-10 again is get familiar with the new code set, so there should not be any panic. ICD-9 are 3 to 5 digits. The first digit is alpha or numeric, then 2 to 5 are always numeric, and then there is a decimal right after the third character for formatting reason. Okay, so ICD-10 code structure is 3 to 7 digits, and the first character is always numeric alpha. The second is always numeric, and then character 3 to 7 can be a combination of alpha or numeric. The seventh extension is required. The seventh character is called the extension digit, and it is required by certain categories in the ICD-10 code. So again, ICD-10 is very similar in structure to and lookup to ICD-9. So let's look at a 7-digit code example, S52131A. So this is a 7-digit ICD-10, and you could see that it might be scary as soon as you look at it, but it's actually pretty simple. So S52 is fracture of the forearm. Okay, S52.13 is fracture of neck of radius, and then 1 means right, and then A means initial encounter. Had it been left, it would have been a 2. Had it been an unspecified, it would have been 3. A means initial encounter, and then it could have been D for subsequent encounter. So you could see that the first 5 digits here are very simple, and it's just as you would do with ICD-9. What Allegiance MD will do here for you, it will prompt you for laterality if the code requires laterality, and would also, so for instance, if you have SF2.131A, so once you pick the fracture of the neck of radius, then it will prompt you, is it right or left or unspecified. Once you pick that, then it will prompt you, is it initial encounter, subsequent encounter, or sequela. So, and not all codes require laterality. Certain codes require laterality, and certain codes do not require laterality, and that's where we come in. And so Allegiance MD EMR will make sure that the right code is picked, the EHR. So this is a quick overview of difference between ICD-9 and ICD-10. ICD-9 is about 14,000 codes. ICD-10 is almost over 68,000 codes, and ICD-10 uses full code titles. ICD-9 does not. New features for an ICD-10, as we discussed, the laterality. There is combination code for certain conditions, combination codes for poisoning. Also, obstetric codes identify trimester instead of episode of care. And we went through the ICD-10 7th character, but then there's also something called placeholder. So a 7th character will always be a 7th character. And so if you have a code that is 4 characters, and that specific code require a 7th character extension, then you would put a placeholder X uh, till you get into the seventh extension. So for instance, if you have T79.0, then this one requires a initial encounter. This one requires a initial encounter, subsequent encounter, or sequela. Then you would need to put XX and then the seventh extension digit. Again, the same thing for the fall from bed W06. It requires a seventh digit, so in that case we put three placeholders and then a or D or S, the seventh digit extension. Allegiance MD EHR will prompt you for the seventh digit whenever it is required by the code, and it will automatically insert the placeholder for you. So no effort on your side as well, and you will see in the next video how the system will do that for you. Okay, so Allegiance MD ICD-10 implementation, we made it very easy for you. You have an intelligent ICD-10 search engine. We made sure that the EHR can automatically generate all the conditions in a logical decision tree for you. The Allegiance MD EHR will guide you through billable versus non-billable codes, auto-generate drop-down for ICD-10 group, convert all your ICD-9 diagnosis to its equivalent ICD-10. So come October 1st, if you select in the EHR, if you select a code, ICD-9 code, it will automatically prompt you for the equivalent ICD-10 code for it. The system would auto-format the ICD-10 for you, as we discussed, for placeholders and for laterality and such. Also, feel free to visit our website, allegiancemd.com, for helpful resources for the migration from ICD-9 to ICD-10. We will then follow on the next video a quick demo of the new features of the EHR and how we are going to address some of the challenges in the ICD-10 code migration. So see you next video.